Under the weather. Under the weather means feeling unwell or in poor health, often due to sickness or a minor ailment. It is a colloquial expression used to convey a state of physical discomfort or illness. Example sentence. After catching a cold, Sarah has been under the weather all week, with a runny nose and a persistent cough. Hey, Jake, you look a bit under the weather today. Everything okay?
Oh, hey, Emily. Yeah, just caught a cold. Been feeling a bit under the weather lately.
That's rough. Have you tried some hot tea? My grandma always swears by it.
Yeah, I've been chugging tea like it's going out of style. Speaking of which, how have you been? You seem a bit down too.
Oh, it's just work stuff, you know? Deadlines and meetings stacking up. Feeling a bit under the weather myself.
I get that. Work can be a real storm sometimes. But hey, at least we have our hot drinks to weather through it, right?
True that, and maybe a good movie marathon when we're both feeling less under the weather.
Absolutely. A cozy blanket, a cup of soup, and a bunch of movies sounds like the perfect remedy for being under the weather blues.
Couldn't agree more. We'll get through this, Jake, just like we always do. Do not focus on grammar rules.
In this video, we'll be discussing how to speak English fluently without obsessing over grammar rules. If you're an intermediate English speaker, you've probably been told to study grammar rules over and over again. But the truth is, focusing too much on grammar can actually hurt your speaking skills. In this video, we'll be sharing tips and tricks for learning English through input, so you can start speaking fluently and confidently in no time. Whether you're an intermediate or an advanced learner, this video is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's get started.
Hi, Bob. How are you doing today?
Hi, Teacher Emily. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So what would you like to learn today?
Well, I've been studying English for a while now, but I still have trouble speaking fluently. I think I need to focus more on grammar rules.
Actually, if your English level is intermediate and above, you don't need to obsess about grammar rules too much. Instead, you should focus on the meaning of the content.
Really? But I thought grammar was really important.
It is important, but it's not the only thing that matters. When you're speaking English, you need to be able to communicate your ideas effectively. And that means focusing on the meaning of what you're saying, not just the grammar.
I see what you mean. But how can I improve my English if I'm not studying grammar rules?
Well, one of the best ways to learn English is through input. That means listening to English speakers and reading English books. You can also watch English movies and TV shows. The more you listen and read, the more you'll start to understand how English works.
That makes sense. But what about writing? Don't I need to know the grammar rules for that?
Yes, you do. When you're writing, you have more time to think about what you want to say. So it's okay to focus on grammar rules when you're writing. But when you're speaking, there is no time to think. You need to be able to respond quickly. And that means focusing on the meaning of what you're saying.
Okay, I think I understand. So, what should I do to improve my English?
Well, the first thing you should do is to start listening to native English speakers. You can listen to English podcasts or watch English videos on YouTube. You can also read English books or articles. The more you listen and read, the more you'll start to understand how English works.
That sounds like a good idea. But what about grammar rules? Shouldn't I study them at all?
Of course, you should study grammar rules, but you don't need to obsess about them. Instead, focus on the meaning of what you're saying. And remember, the more you listen and read, the more you'll start to understand how English works.
Thanks, teacher. I think I understand now. I'll start listening to more English speakers and reading more English books.
Great! I'm glad I could help. And remember, don't obsess about grammar rules too much. Focus on the meaning of language. Practice listening a lot, and you'll be speaking English fluently in no time.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. In this video, we've discussed how to speak English fluently without obsessing over grammar rules. We hope you found these tips and tricks helpful. Remember, the key to speaking English fluently is to focus on the meaning of the sentences, not just the grammar rules. So keep listening to English speakers, reading English books, and practicing your speaking skills.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more language learning tips and hit that notification bell so you never miss another helpful lesson. Keep learning, keep practicing, and soon you'll be speaking English with confidence. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.